Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner. I haven't made a video in quite a while, so I thought I'd share with you my latest passion. I've been so inspired lately by altered art and a lot of the talented artists out there on YouTube. Some of my favorites are Donna Downey and Christy Tomlinson and Erin with Imperfect Impulses, and also Christy at Gulf Sprite and Lemore Weber, and there's so many more. There's so many more. I can spend all day watching YouTube videos and these talented artists share their art. But I've been dabbling with it lately, and I've started my own art journal, and that's about how far I've gone so far. I'm not going to show you any of this today, but I'll do a flip when I get done with this, whenever that will be. I work in it a little bit at a time. But lately I've been obsessed with making what I call my mixed media greeting cards. I've always done greeting cards. I've done it for years and years. Everybody at work comes to me for their greeting card needs. I have a box of them. But these are like little works of art with mixed media techniques, and they're so easy to do because they're such a small platform to work on that, you know, I just play. I'll usually do about 4 at a time. I'll take a page of either watercolor paper or I've been using the Strathmore mixed media paper, and that's what the base is before gluing it onto the greeting card. But and almost all of my greeting cards have some form of vintage image on them. I love vintage. Most of the images come from a website called The Graphics Fairy, thegraphicsfairy.com. She has hundreds and hundreds of vintage images that are all free downloads. I can spend hours looking through her site. There's also there's lots of Etsy sellers and eBay sellers that sell vintage images. One that you'll see some of her images is an Etsy store called Art Cult. She has lots of collage type vintage images already put together for you, but I'm going to have a slideshow after I stop talking here of all of these cards and close-ups of them. I'm just going to kind of flip through some of them right now. Also, some of my images, I collect Victorian trade cards and Victorian scraps. I've been collecting those for years, and this actually is one from the late 1800s. And it was a calling card. I didn't glue it down because you can see the name of the person whose card this was. This one is actually going to be given to my mother tomorrow for her birthday. She picked out this particular card that she really liked, calling card, and I made it into a mixed media card. Most of them have lots of texture on them. Couple I've put some laces. This one has a lace doily in the background. Here's another image from a Victorian trade card. Lots of texture on these cards. I love these vintage ladies. Some of the images with the vintage ladies I got from an eBay seller, and I went to check his website, his eBay store, and he doesn't have anything anymore, so I guess he's not selling on eBay anymore. But I've got lots of CDs from him with great women, vintage women. You'll see some of them on some of these cards. Here's another one. This is one of my favorites. Isn't she beautiful? Lots of texture. This is some handmade mulberry paper. Not handmade by me. I purchased it a long time ago in a big roll. and I've been using a lot in these cards. I put a feather in her hat. But anyway, I have quite a few of these made right now. I'm going to be selling them. Most of what I make I sell at 2 shows a year. At my work we have a craft show once a year, which is coming up in October, and I sell my pin cushions and my altered boxes, and I have other videos on those. I make those throughout the year. I've been kind of sidetracked lately by mixed media and working in my art journal and making these cards, which I'm going to try to sell at the craft fair. There's also another one in my town in December, which I did really well at last year. All of the cards are blank inside, but they all have lots of texture and layers and vintage images on them. Anyway, enough about me. I've been rambling on. I will follow this with a slideshow. Hopefully I'll be able to get this up because my computer has been giving me issues lately. I think it's probably time to get a new computer, but thanks for watching, and please leave a comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll be back soon with another video. Thanks, and bye.